Well, hello, I'm back again in another quarantine webcam video, and yes, the two trains I've got is a Tomy Plarail EH500, and I've also got a Tokyo Metro train that I've actually bought with another Tokyo Metro train 2.5 years ago, legitimately, and I actually got it off from Malaysia, a store called Heron. If you don't know what it is, I'll show you what it is. In fact, there's actually a whole bunch of wiki pages in this video, right at this at the very bottom info below this video. But anyways, in this video we're going to be taking a look at 5 lift up origami Flapping Bird toys, and this may or may not be the last Flapping Bird product toy review that I might be looking at in this video, because since I'm in lockdown, in fact the whole country is in lockdown, unfortunately I don't think I've got the amount of time to find some more resources so that I can make more Flapping Birds. You know, pick up origami Flapping Birds for the rest of my company. But anyways, it's going to be a massive change, isn't it, eh? A massive change to the company, though. Maybe in the future, hopefully after the lockdown, production of Flapping Bird toys may resume sooner. I've just burped! Or later. You know what? I've actually just burped. Oh my god, this is like another video that I've actually just realized. Remember that 16 flip flap origami Flapping Bird toy review, the ultimate video? I actually burped so much, and when the train's derailed, I actually just yelled out so loud, and mind you, I actually had a whole ton of fun playing on this EH500 with Thomas the Tank. I can't remember which day it was it? On Thursday? I can't remember. Was it Friday? I can't remember. Probably the other two, I would say. I'd probably say Wednesday or Thursday. I can't remember at the moment though, as I'm making this video. But anyways, we're going to be taking a look at this product here, which is called the Pied Wagtail Roosting. Let's take a look at the other part here. It says Roosting Flock, and it's a 12-pack. As you can see there, number 12. And it costs about £13.50, and it's a pick-up origami Flapping Bird's British Wildlife Collection toy. In fact, it looks so interestingly awesome, and because we're in lockdown, we've got the little red dot saying that this product was made during the coronavirus pandemic. Looking at the back of the packaging here, looks very, very nice. You've got a male and a female there, and we're going to see these major differences later on in this video. And the webcam is sitting on a trash can, which is very nice to basically support this camera, because this camera can be quite mediocre when it comes to the standing. I can't see the other Wagtail that properly though. It looks like to be a bird Pokemon though. Could be Starly or Starovia from the Sinnoh region. In fact, as I'm making this video, I'm actually feeling like I'm starting to sneeze. Oh, yuck! That's the problem with days like this these days. Not looking warm outside, isn't it, eh? Looks very cold, isn't it? Doesn't look warm, doesn't it? But we're going to be taking a look at what we have inside. Beautiful Wagtails out from this packaging note. Oh, yeah. Mind you, I don't think they've seen far much better days. Look quite nice. I think this one here is a male because I can't see the eyelashes though. There's no like. Looks quite interesting. There's no eyelashes in that planet there. Looks quite nice. I'm not sure if you can see the eyes clearly though. There you go. Maybe you can or not. There's a beautiful black beak. If I position it very nicely though, you can start to see the nice details in this bird, and then you've got this beautiful black and white tail though. Nice looking tail. It's so cool. And if I go to the other side here, looks pretty awesome. I love the way that the tail has been detailed in a very neat way. And also what's very interesting is that these birds also have got one of the most interesting, beautiful looking patterns along the way there. You can start to see, you know, triangles at the back. There could be 1, 2, or 3 triangles at the back, and then you've got rectangles in the front. Makes me think of a butterfly or a moth looking at it, but yes, once again, they're birds. It's got the name on the bottom, as I've just checked. In fact, all of them have got names specifically. This is a male, and the reason why it's a male is because it's got a black hump. It's got these sections here, which are black, And yes, and also, most importantly, if you look at the head there, it's got a black beard. Yes, very nice indeed. Or it could be a bib. I don't know. Well, it looks so cool. Maybe I don't know what I'm saying, but maybe they're literally the same birds. And what's quite funny is the female's also got a black sort of beard or bib though, just like the males. But there's actually a very interesting difference though. I wouldn't say it's that section there. Made a bit of a mistake there. Sorry, didn't mean to basically say that. But only just the male. It's also the females who also share, the sort of colorization on that bottom part of the head though. But it looks nice. Very beautiful indeed. And what's very weird is that I can't see any differences. But the only difference I can see with this bird is that the females actually have black. No, sorry, what was I thinking? They actually have grey. They've got grey humps, and they've also got grey details there. In fact, we've got a Tokyo Metro train making contact to the back of a container freight cargo train. There's another male. In fact, all the other males and females have very different details and whatnot though. In fact, the wing pattern still remains the same. But it looks good. Looks pretty good, eh? Very, very good. Yeah, I actually don't mind the way that these toys have been designed, although this one has seen far much better days though. Oh, we've got to turn the train back on because... Whoa! Nearly had an accident! Woohoo! Well, looks like these two trains are playing a bit nicely now. Very nicely though. Bit of an argy-bargy movement there at first glance, but we've got them running nicely. And I've got Tomy track right there. You can see that, but I'll show you at the camera nicely there. It's a lot more quieter in Tomy track than Trackmaster track, but nevertheless, I think these trains are going to be running nicely, even if they're not really juiced up that well. Even though that Tokyo Metro train looks fast and the EH500 train is slow, I think they'll be running pretty nicely, I would say. I would say indeed. And most importantly, they've got black feet at the back for both birds. Indeed, let me just take a look. There you go. There's one of the black feet there. If I point it to that section there, where do you see it? Maybe if I show it closely there. Can I show it closely? There you go. There's one of them there. And mind you, they don't look too bad. In fact, also the female ones actually, the major difference I didn't realise was that they all have eyelashes. That's so freaking weird, eh? Very obvious, isn't it, eh? There's one of them here. I'm not sure. This one there looks like it's got eyelashes, but I don't think it's that visible enough. There's the other side of it here. Not really that visible, but it does have the name female pied wagtail, just to prevent a whole bunch of mistakes there. I think it's the pens that reflect on the webcam. I think the darker, the more contrast on these pens, the more visible it gets. Maybe I might be totally wrong though in the screen there. There you go. There's one of them here. Much close details. Much more. I don't know what I'm saying, but it looks much close in terms of the details on the birds though. But I'm just going to repack them all. All of these beautiful pied wagtails, eh? You know, these are the sort of birds that, you know, during the winter, they would basically roost on trees. And they can be found in many different habitats, such as habitats that are next to water, like a riverside, I don't know, or a lake. But it looks so cool. In fact, it can also be found in car parks and also urbanized areas. And I think their primary diet is insects, of course, and they'll usually feast on scraps, human scraps, and other pieces of food during the winter. But anyways, let's take a look at another product, which I think looks so interesting. And it's also a wagtail product. Remember I did these stupid Willy Wagtail product? You know, it was like a 30 pack I did. And mind you, it was totally redundant for the fact that I only just made 30 instead of the usual 5 to 12 birds. And it cost about £7.50, this one here. I'm just talking about the grey wagtail pair. And let's take a look at the title here. Grey wagtail pair and cute. Let's take a look at the other section here. Fledgeling chick with egg 5-pack. So it's basically the name of this product here. Grey wagtail pair and cute fledgling chick egg pack. Or with egg 5-pack. Feels like I'm getting myself a bit muddled up though, but here's a very nice looking design here. A bit of a very cute looking design of a male and a female grey wagtail. I've actually realised that. I don't know if they're. I'm pretty sure they're pink or brown. There's the back of the packaging here. The only artwork we can obviously see is a little grey wagtail chick with a yellow rump on the back. I'm not sure if you can see that. And right behind the little wagtail chick is, of course, an egg. And the egg is basically the chick's egg where it hatched. And it's a bit like, which came first, the chicken or the egg? Personally, I would literally say the chicken, because I would literally say, if the chicken wasn't there, well, you've got no eggs to lay. And inside, you've got some beautiful looking birds inside. You've got a male and a female wagtail, which are grey. And despite the name grey wagtail, they're actually not that grey. And let me just crouch down just a bit. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to do that, eh? Let me just crouch down just a bit though, so that I can literally see the product at a much more closer view. And hopefully we can start to see something a lot more interesting. Hey, look at that. Very, very nice. And, oh, what's that? Oh, it's a female. Yeah, I think it's a female grey wagtail. Apart from the eyelashes, can we see the eyelashes in that one? Maybe not there. Let me just go to the other side here. May be able to see the eyelashes, but it's not that close. Maybe the camera is not that great though. Can you see it? Can you see your eyelashes there? I don't think so. Maybe you can. But I think I'm just having a go. But I can see. If you don't know where the eyelashes are, let me just grab the head part. I think if I show you the eyelashes, they're right there. They're literally right there. I think it's right at this section. Okay, so you can only just see it, but not that much. But it looks so cute indeed though. Another difference, apart from the eyelashes, that they've also got white bibs on the head. There's the male. This is Bob. Oh, I wouldn't say it's Bob. I wouldn't say that this bird is named as Bob. Oh my god, am I actually getting a whole bunch of outtakes in this video? Uncut outtakes in this video, but this is the male grey wagtail. Yep, that we've got it here. And I can tell it's a male because it's got a black bib on the head though. Very, very nice. Once again, looks so nicely detailed. Oh, we've got a Tokyo Metro train just basically shoving into the back side of a container train, being the EH500. Once again, we've got the beautiful looking details of, grey and also a bit of white as well. Very similar to the pine wagtails once again. And also, speaking about that design, guess what? These birds are obviously... Oh, there's a train coming through. Oh, thank God. I initially thought I was going to have my head visibly shown in this video, but no. I'm a bit shy though, but anyways, that's the detail of this bird when you flap the wings though. And well, it looks like they've got a bit of a beautiful looking grey and yellow hump there that I have. And I think the female shares the same detailing as well. Very, very nice. Instead of the rectangles facing that section there, you've got what looks like to be a pair of black lines. You've got this line there, and then you've got that line there on the wings there, which is interesting. And you've got these triangles there, very similar to the pied wagtail. There you go. Looks very similar, doesn't it? It looks very, very good, isn't it, eh? Very good indeed. Let's take a look at the egg, which is obviously a little tiny mini box. There you go. It's just a little tiny box, but when you crack the egg, there you go. A little wagtail. It's a little baby chubby wagtail. I don't know if it looks a bit fat, a bit obese, but that's what it looks like. There you go. So cute, isn't it? It's got pink legs, got a pink sort of beak, and once again, it's got a very interesting detailed tail with a little yellow rump at the back. Can I see the little red, yellow rump there at the back? I'll have to show you a bit clearly there on the camera. Yep, I can see it. right there, right next to the tail. Okay, it looks so nice. And I might put the little chicken on, maybe not though. Let's just put it on the packaging, eh? Okay, let's put these birds away because we might be moving on. Apart from wagtails, we might be taking a look at all sorts of other birds along the way though that I've actually recently made. And it's going to be this one here. It's the rose-winged necked or rose-winged parakeet. And it's like a colour variations 5-pack. And it's also a flock product because that's basically a group of birds. I don't know how many birds you would literally call it a flock, but I don't know, that's how I call it, eh? £11.50 is the price, and it's a flip-flap British Wildlife Collection toy, and it's also a pet's toy because you've got different colours of the parakeet, of course. It looks so nice. And that's the colours that they come in. You've got yellow, you've got grey or black, and then you've got a white one which looks like a Corella, which is an Australian unrelated parrot, more related to cockatoos. And then you've got the blue, and you've also got the green one right there. Very cute, isn't it? Very cute. So nice indeed. Very nice. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at what's inside and see what's all about. Oh yes, we've got some beautiful looking parrots there. It looks so nice. Let's go ahead and flap that one. In fact, there you go. Oh yeah, don't you love the sound of flapping? It's a bit noisy in the background there because I've got the trains operating here. I think it's a bit subtle, those wing beats on the webcam, but I'm pretty sure it looks so nice. And let's just check if there's a name here, and they even named this one here the grey rosy ringneck parakeet. Very nice indeed. And we're going to look at the other one here, the white rosy ringneck parakeet, which I think is going to be even more noisier than the other ones because it's fully white. Oh, I initially thought this one's going to be noisy, but this one's actually sounding quieter. Now this one here, different colour one, is a yellow one, that one. And what's quite funny is that, like the other parakeets, so like this grey one here, now this one here looks like it's got its eyes coloured in the same colour. Very interesting. Oh, there's flashes of white. Very nice. And then if we look at this section of the bird here, it looks so cool. And if we take a look at this section here, we've got the name, Yellow Rosy Ringneck Parakeet, making sure we've got good visibility going on here on the name there. Look at that. It looks so beautiful. Let's take a look at the blue one because I'm actually going to show you the green one last because I think the green one overall is like one of the most archetypal parts of that parrot though. Now this is what we have, the most archetypal colorization of that parrot, but this is the blue one here. So this blue one is one of the most common of all colored parrots in this sort of species, I believe. Once again, oh, you actually realize something about this actually, hang on. There's obviously something very interesting about these parrots. All of them, as I've actually realised, have got pink ringnecks on them, which indicates me that these parrots might be male. So I'm really thinking that if they've got a pink ring, they're male. Maybe they could be, maybe they're not. I'm pretty sure that's what they look like. Anyways, let's take a look at the green ringneck parakeet, which is obviously what many people in this country would probably see it as something totally familiar, I believe. It looks so pretty awesome indeed. So beautiful. And we've got a beautiful looking design. And what's very unusual is compared to the other parakeets, it's got a bit of a dark green top design right there. Very interesting indeed. And it looks so nice. It looks so beautiful. Woo! Very nice. And I think this is like the sort of parrot that you would see in Hyde Park and many parts of the UK. In fact, this bird was deliberately escaped. Oh, we've got a train. caught up with the other one. Of course, I need to make sure we don't have any accidents in this video along the way. Like, you know, I wouldn't be that reckless though, but whoa. And we're going to be taking a look at two of the last picked up products though. We'll just get that train running back on. And we're going to take a look at this one here, which is called the Grey Heron. Immature and mature adult flock 12-pack. And if I show you what it looks like here, there's what it looks like to be some grey herons and some cod, which is basically a type of fish that you'd normally see it on freshwater. £12.99 or £13 for the spotted ear. Looks so cute. And let's take a look at the back of the packaging now. Maybe when it comes to the flip products, when I describe the word cute, it's all down to the chubbiness and also the design as well. Maybe the simplicity of, you know, with artwork like that would probably make me think that these toys are cute. But, you know, it depends on my opinion, and sometimes has to be said. What's interesting about grey herons is, let me just go ahead and unpack this. They actually come in 3 different leg color variations. You've got yellow, brown, and pink. Oh, we've got a cop here as well. So we've got 1, 2, 3. Oh, one of them's taking a dive. No pun intended. Sorry about that. And we've got 2 different color variations of cod. You've got some green ones, and you've also got brown ones, which is nice. Let me just separate the colors very nicely though. All of them are detailed nicely though. All designed for waterproofness, obviously. And not sure if I have a look at these closely. There's one of them here. This one here almost looks like it's green, but it's actually a brown carp. If I show it closely, there you go. Now all of them are detailed nicely, and I'm going to show you one of the green ones there. It looks very, very nice. I think I've got the chair in the back though, so the problem is that if I'm actually thinking I've got an office chair at the back there. Now I think that's making it a bit hard to review this video there. So let me just move just a bit though, and let me just move the trash can just a bit though, so that I can see something a lot more easier sometimes. Okay, here we have a grey heron, and it's the one with the pink beak, and it's an adult, and I'm pretty sure, I don't know if it's a female, but look what we have here. It says, let's take what we've got. It's going to be very tricky though, because this bird is designed for waterproofness. Doesn't have any pen detailing designs, but I think it says adult pink-legged grey heron. So it's an adult grey heron with a pink beak, but it also has pink legs. But actually, despite my saying on being pink, the grey heron, actually, this one here, actually has a bit of a mixture of colours there. So there's actually pink, yellow as well, and also a bit of yellow. A lot of yellow and also a bit of orange, probably red. It looks a bit, almost looks a bit flame-like, this sort of colorization on the beak. And then you've got the yellow legs though. If I show you the legs, that's what they look like though. I don't know if I could show you that one properly because I'm filming it via webcam. I'm sitting on that painful office chair. So agonizing now. I might have to make some space. It's so hard, isn't it, eh? And I've got a, what's that one? This one's got brown legs, that one there. They almost look the same. Oh, I've just burped. Oh my god, eh? I've just burped so much, eh? And then we've got those ones there. We've got these immature herons. I think these are immature. Maybe they are. Yeah, I think this one here is an immature grey heron. I think the older the bird, the more whiter the face it is. Yeah, that's what I feel like, eh? Sometimes. Oh, we've got a bit of a heron fight. I'm not sure if you can just see it clearly, but yeah, it looks sort of interesting, I would say. It looks very, very nice. What's that one there? It's another immature. Am I actually seeing a bit of deja vu going on here? Because maybe there were some immature herons that have whiteness on them. It's confused sometimes, eh? Let's just take a look at the face here. Not that great in contrast though. In fact, I might go ahead and turn on the light on. I might grab the table now. Oh, we've got a toy falling down, but oh, we've got a lot of mishaps along the way though. That was a switch magnet falling down towards that section 8. But we'll keep the video running as long as usual, and I need to do it very quickly and properly because I need to make sure we've got the very nice details along the way though. We've got, there you go, we've got the grey heron here. Looks very, yep, it's clearly immature, so that's what an immature grey heron looks like. And that one there with the pink legs, it's immature. I initially thought, did it have eyelashes there? I mean, just because it's got pink legs doesn't mean it's a female bird. You know, let's take a look at this one here, the immature one with brown legs. I've just checked that one. It's an immature brown leg grey heron. Oh, we've got a train. It almost looks like we've got a train. I don't know what I'm saying here. Oh my god, it looks so weird. We've got a Tokyo Metro train shoving the other one. I might turn this one off. And I might repack all the herons though. That was a bit R4 though. But yes, that was just my attempt on just making videos like this though. Let me just grab the flipping packaging, which is right at the distance there. It looks like that, as always though. Oh man, if only I could record properly though, it would be much better. Anyways, oh, we're just gonna go ahead and just turn this train sooner or later. Now it's time to go. Oh, here we go. Oh yes. Oh my god, which one's gonna be which one's gonna win? I think it's the Tokyo Metro one. Hopefully that Tokyo Metro train is going to assassinate that freight train again, that cargo one, the EH500, which is coming right behind. Anyways, let's finish off with the last part here. And this one here is called the Redesigned Mallard, Flock, and Minnows 12-pack. Now, mallards don't often eat fish, but I think they mainly eat, you know, plants. But they also take down on insects, you know, shellfish and, you know, crustaceans and whatnot. 13 pounds is the price. Very, very nice. And they might also eat mollusks as well, which, you know, creatures like snails and whatnot. 6 flapping birds. And it looks pretty nice. And it's actually another product here, which looks interesting though. 6 fish. And there's also another thing here about this product is that they're all newly redesigned. So maybe these products may have a bit of realism. As you can see, oh, there's some minnows there. It looks like they're all trapped. Wow. Let's take a look what we've got, eh? Yeah, this might be our best chance looking at these toys. I think the brighter the colours, I think they'll be in more greater concentration, I would say. They'll be more clearer to see. I'm actually having trouble to get the other fishies out. There you go. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fishies, which are minnows, which I've just caught alive. Well, they're actually models, sorry. Well, if they're models, they might be dead. Well, actually, they're not dead because they're made out of paper. So there you go. It looks like the minnow. It almost looks feminine-like. As you can see, they've got red lips. They've got a red sort of detailing there. All these fishies look the same. And they've got a green top design here. A green sort of colorization on the top. And then you've got white colorization on the bottom. Which almost looks grey, actually, though. Actually, it's grey. Which, to me, I initially thought it's white, but it's actually a bit of grey. It's actually grey, sorry. Anyways, let me take a look at the ducks next. Let me just have a good closer inspection on the camera here. Might show you what they look like. There you go. They look almost semi-realistic, but very nice indeed. Let me just pick up the male there. It looks so realistic. Once again, you've got the beautiful blue speculum, which the name almost escapes from me. The beautiful looking blue speculum. That's what I was about to say, eh? And I've also noticed that these birds here, the drakes, as I'd call them, that's what you'd normally call them when you relate them to mallard males, I think, or mallard ducks there. They've got a black sort of tail band, which, you know, I think this is actually placed correctly though. And they've got orange feet. As you can see, they've got orange feet. Yep. And it looks sort of realistic though. They've got brown eyes. Luckily, I didn't copy them to look like Farfetch from the Pokemon franchise. If I did, I'd be in a whole bunch of trouble with basically ripping off Pokemon so easily. There's the female here. Very nice, and you've got the beautiful black tail. And what's very weird is that I'm pretty sure females have a lot more supercilium on them. I'm pretty sure they've got a beautiful supercilium on their eyes. And speaking of superciliums there, let me just have a look at the Wagtails there. I've actually realised something about the superciliums on the male and female Wagtails there, the grey ones there. I've actually realised that apart from the bibs and also the beard and whatnot there, I've actually realised that the grey Wagtails, I'm not sure if you can see that, but I think the female actually has a much more thinner sort of line, visible line. And I'm pretty sure the male has got more of a, maybe the males have got more of a bit of a visible sort of supercilium. I don't know. I'm just checking on one of the birds' books because I'm just having a good go at just looking at which bird has got a much better and visible sort of, well, let's just say supercilium, which is like the lines that run down and up towards the bird. And very interesting indeed. Maybe that. I'm pretty sure females have got much more of a thinner supercilium. I don't know. Yes, it looks very nice. And once again, I think the females have got the same wing pattern as the males. Yet they all look similar indeed. Very similar indeed. Well, I think that's just about that in this video. Sadly, I don't think I've got time to make any more Flapping Bird toys because we're in lockdown. And thank God, that's just about it, eh? Without the fact that I could literally just say the female mallards unrealistically have got eyelashes. And mind you, that is certainly one of the hardest toy videos I could literally just make for YouTube. I just don't know what to do about the lockdown, but I've got a whole bunch of other flip-flap toys which are not Flapping Bird toys or origami ones that I could just make at home. In fact, today is cold and it is wet. Well, not as cold as winter, but mind you, it's certainly not feeling like what spring should feel like. But yet again, we are having some April showers, which is pretty normal for spring. And actually, apart from that, well, this year's April has been one of the driest Aprils so far. So we might have one of the driest springs so far because, mind you, it feels like everything has gone so berserk these days. I don't know what to do. In fact, I might go ahead and move towards the bed though because I just feel like I just want to fly these products out into that section there. Right there. Off they go. Hopefully they'll be launching at any moment without towards the window. 3, 2, 1, and fire. Oh yes, they've made it successfully indeed. Oh, sorry, I was a bit reckless, eh? Well, anyways, that's just about that in this video. Please make sure to stay safe at home and wash your hands for basically 20 seconds if you dare say. As always though, it's alright to dare of washing your hands though because it's the right thing to do so though. Oh, we've got another box there. I don't like looking at that third box though because right there, that third box there in the middle has Lego in it. And mind you, I don't really take Lego for granted these days. But I really do feel like there is a video about Lego. I think I've got a little Star Wars set I might take a look at in another video sometime. But anyways, if you enjoyed this video, please give this video a like. As always, as per usual. And I'd like to say thank you very much to Stormwind. Hope you've got the name of your channel correctly though. For commenting on my videos though, because I know you're also an ornithologist just like me. And I know we all love to basically talk about birds, but mind you, we're having some troubles these days. But anyways, stay safe, have fun at home. And I know if you're stressed, please tell me, because I know we do feel the same at times though. We obviously do feel the same sort of beliefs as you sometimes, but that's what it is, right? Anyways, I think that's just about it, guys, right? Hopefully these trains are running nicely, eh? And mind you, it feels like today is nothing like what I actually felt like these days in terms of the weather though. But mind you, nevertheless, I'm still feeling good. Okay, that's it. Thank you very much for watching this video. And as always, we're not going to say thank you. Bye for now.